Okay. Can you say anything about this recent investigation that kind of remains under seal? The details of it.
Any position on the claim that everything in the affidavit seeking the permission to record was false?
Yeah, my position is it's not false.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Good question.
Very serious.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deep Dive True Crime, Mentor Lawyer Justice Network, and now the new third channel, the saga of the murder of Dan Markel, where we're going to put pretty much all of our hundreds of videos about the Dan Markel murder case over the next few weeks. Today, we're going to talk about the revelations from the state of Florida's exhibit list that was just filed on June 30th. The main revelations have to do with the name of the informant. It appears that this informant is Bernhardt, and searching the Leon County criminal records, the only Bernhardt that seems to meet the criteria that would qualify her as being the informant would be Drina Bernhardt, who has a long criminal history, some issues with drug use, and several crimes of dishonesty. She was in the Leon County Jail, in the Leon County Detention Center in June of 2024 due to another violation of probation. She was on probation from a 2023 sentencing, and that would be the opportunity for her to meet with Donna. It seems from the information that we have, which is incomplete, and obviously this is always a preliminary review and a preliminary analysis that is based on incomplete information, so take that in mind as you listen. But it seems that she would be the informant. It seems that there is some kind of a script handwritten by Donna Adelson that was given to her. The script would probably be some kind of notes of what she might say in favor of Donna at a trial. The script will be shown to the jury, and then the jury will be shown Donna Adelson's handwriting samples from her own calendars, which we discussed extensively on our channels. There's also a painting mentioned, a painting given to Miss Bernhardt, supposedly, of course, by Donna Adelson and or Harvey Adelson. It could be some kind of compensation. It could be a Da Vinci Code type of situation where a painting was used to hide the message inside the painting, maybe, and that's part of the story, and so that's going to be put into evidence because that's how it became relevant. Or it could be some kind of a painting that Donna made, for example, for this lady, maybe a portrait of this lady that Donna made at art class. They simply will corroborate the existence of this relationship while the two ladies were in jail. That's what it seems like. And of course, again, we don't have the actual pieces of evidence to be able to give you a full analysis, but that's what it seems like from a review of the entire list and how it's going to be presented. It seems like there's going to be some kind of a script. There's going to be handwriting proof that this was Donna's handwriting. And finally, there's going to be a painting that we do not know yet if it's going to be proof of compensation or if it's going to be like for example, fake Picasso or fake Salvador Dali painting, maybe. We're just kidding and speculating a little bit about this issue, but we don't know if it's going to be a Da Vinci Code type situation or, again, finally just something to establish the connection between the two. And so that's what we have about the new investigation. There's also going to be recorded phone calls from 2025, and those recorded phone calls would be between Bernhard and somebody in the Adelson's camp. Maybe Harvey Adelson, maybe Donna, if she was out and was able to make a jail call to Donna from outside, right? If Bernhard was out and then she made a jail call to Donna to discuss the payment, maybe the payment with the painting, who knows? Anyway, that's what it seems. Now, of course, to us in reviewing this exhibit list, we start to think, well, what about the defense list and the defense witness list? The question is the defense gonna use those two ladies who were also jailmates of Donna, who supposedly were also in the art class? Apparently, this is her recruiting grounds, it seems, right? That would be the argument from the state. Are they still going to be called as witnesses? And are they also going to give a story about something that Catherine McManua might have said that would be favorable to Donna, right? And if that's the case, is that testimony going to be totally destroyed by this lady's testimony? Or or is the defense not even going to go there at all? And could the state then call them as witnesses and turn those witnesses who were initially maybe willing to give favorable testimony for Donna, can they be turned to admit that they were coerced into, or not coerced, excuse me, but they were, tipped to give such favorable testimony or tampered with, right? So that would be an interesting question from this development. We know what's going to happen with those two defense witnesses that supposedly had favorable testimony for Donna, that had favorable testimony for her regarding supposedly something negative to the state's case that Catherine McManua might have said in the many years that she spent at the Leon County Jail, where she obviously met a lot of people. Given the prior defense strategies that we have seen with Charles Adelson, it wouldn't surprise me if the defense strategy as to this new piece of information, right, Miss Bernhardt, well, they already kind of told us what it is, right? They're going to try to say this lady is trash, she's dishonest, she can't be trusted, maybe she has cooperated with the state before, we don't know. That could be a possibility that the defense will exploit. And of course, they might say that this was some kind of a trap, right? They might say that, or they might try to convince a jury that this was all Drina Bernhardt's idea, right? That it was Bernhardt who was going after Donna, trying to create a situation where she was gonna give favorable testimony, but under certain conditions, and that Donna actually handwrote those notes, not as the script, but that was Donna taking notes of what Drina Bernhard said. Again, I'm totally speculating what the defense might do, but you might see something like that. Who knows? Definitely is going to add an interesting new component to the trial. And the trial is scheduled to start in the middle of August or late towards the end of August and go all the way into September of 2025. We've had several trials in September, haven't we, in the Dan Markel murder case? So that's the new piece of information. That's the update, the essence of the update. And of course, as we gather more information, we will always keep you updated and we'll give you our insight into any new development in this case. There is a new development in the Brian Koberger case as well. Apparently, there's a plea deal. There's going to be a hearing tomorrow, July the 2nd at 11 a.m. local time over there. So I'm assuming that means it is noon on the eastern coast. And we will try to follow that up here on the channel as well. So hopefully we'll see you for that one too. Thanks for watching Deep Dive True Crime, Mentor Lawyer Justice Network, and Dan Markel Murder Saga. Till next time.
Thank you for watching today's deep dive. If you found this case interesting or have any thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. Remember, this community thrives on smart and respectful discussion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay on track with our new case videos. We cover new details, court hearings, interviews, interrogations, and more. This is Maya with Deep Dive True Crime and Mentor Lawyer Justice Network, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Elaborate at all on what happened here. Some of the matters we want to discuss are still under seal and are kind of.
Yeah, I mean, these lawyers are basically just going to do their own depositions of the witnesses that previously was by prior counsel representing this same defendant. So the state's objective as a waste of time. They're rehashing all the same stuff. People have already testified about these things. People have been previously posed about these things. We just kind of want to move forward and get things going and not waste a lot of time.
Okay. Can you say anything about this recent investigation that kind of remains under seal? The details of it. Okay.
Any position on the claim that everything in the affidavit seeking the permission to record was false?
Yeah, my position is it's not false.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Thank you. Good question.
Yes.